Hey guys, welcome back to our series on strumming. My name is Nate Savage from GuitarLessons.com. And in this little lesson, we're going to talk about something called the Constant Strumming Technique. And you're probably already using it if you've been playing the guitar for any amount of time at all, but you might not be aware that you're using it. I'm going to give you a really simple example of what it is, explain to you what it is, and then give you a little bit more in-depth example of a strumming pattern that uses it. So let's take a look at this first example. Now, the idea behind the constant strumming technique is to keep your arm going even if you're not actually digging into the strings to make a strum. So that's the basic principle behind the constant strumming technique. And to do this, all you have to do is make any chord and play 4 quarter note downstrokes. Just like this. Now hopefully you noticed that every time I made a downstroke, my arm had to come back up to make the next downstroke. So even though I'm not digging into the strings, I'm still doing upstrokes every time I do a downstroke, right? That is the heart of what the constant strumming technique is. And I'm learning how to apply this to like 16th note strumming patterns, and leaving out a down or an upstroke here and there is really one of the key ways to start figuring out your favorite strumming patterns and your favorite songs and coming up with your own really cool strumming patterns. So let's take a look at a bit more complex example that uses a straight 16th note strumming pattern, but this time we're going to leave out the and, or one of the downstrokes, the second downstroke of each beat, to show you how the constant strumming technique works in a more practical kind of strumming pattern. So if you have a regular 16th note strumming pattern, something like this, you would be counting 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. What we're going to do is play 1E, so down, up, and then we're going to leave out the and, or the second downstroke, and then we're going to hit with an upstroke. So we're going to have down, up, leave out the second downstroke, but still make the actual strum, and then hit So you have da, da, da for each beat. Here's how it'll sound. Now you probably saw that my arm was going just like it would for 16th note strumming, just regular straight 16th note strumming, back, forth, down, up. But I was leaving out that one downstroke. So that's the constant strumming technique. And you know, this may be a little bit simple for you if you're a seasoned player, but if you're a new player, you may just not be aware of this, or you may just have never even thought about what you're playing. So what I want you to do is take this regular 16th note strumming pattern that we did, just one with all down and upstrokes being hit, and try leaving out an up or a down here and there. And that is how you start to make up your own strumming patterns using the constant strumming technique. So what I want you to do in addition to that is just listen for the constant strumming technique in some of your favorite music. And like I said, take that 16th note strumming pattern, leave out some downs or ups here and there, and start coming up with your own patterns. Here's what it might sound like. I'm just gonna play a simple chord progression with some strumming for you. So that's the fundamental basic idea of the constant strumming technique. Now in the next lesson, we're going to talk about using accents in your strumming and how that can kind of boost your self-expression and dynamics in your playing and really kick your rhythm guitar playing up a notch. See you then.